joystick sprints in. He'll win the fight perfectly, tracking Canjo Ricchetti. He's trying to retake.
Oops. Trash. We are live. Whew. Wow. 2 people watching already. Alright. Hi guys. Today's episode started a bit late because I was dealing with making the thumbnail. We are going to VOD review a dual Cash Cup game that me and Flux played. Me and my duo played. It should be fun. Should be interesting. Let's do it. Might need to speed through this a little bit because it's a bit late kinda. What happened? Oh, so this was our last game. We got in at like 4 minutes before the tournament ended, and we landed shark, right? Like we didn't mean to land shark, but Flux accidentally hit the jump button, so we just ended up. So we do decide to go into the shark eventually, but we fish up first, right? Now we're getting close. I found out some barrels, and then like right about here, I start getting shot, right? I probably could have paid more attention towards that direction. Took me a real long time to realize he was there. I think after you farm the barrels, you gotta take a quick look around instead of immediately swapping to farm this. And this guy just sits pretty and he lines up his shot, right, and then he kills me. Well, he doesn't kill me, but he shoots me. And I'm like, oh, there's a guy there. And then Fox calls that there's a boat coming around, and I was like, it's okay, leave it, right? And then this guy just starts, he just starts psychoing me. Flux calls it out, right? And we both have god pumps. I have a gold pump, he has a gold pump, so we're hard right now. So I heard him drop down. I dropped down looking for a shot, and I hit him to the right. I almost forgot I have a pistol here. You gotta be aware of what weapons you had. I thought I had an SMG and I was holding down the fire button, but nothing was coming. And I decided to start spamming. And I tossed Flux some minis, and we hear fighting, and we're like, oh, so shark isn't completely cleared out yet, so we start getting a move on. So right now, I realized that they're fighting here because I saw that guy jump and I saw a bird fly by. So I go near the window, right? And I look for a shot. I miss, and this guy shoots me, right? Instead of running towards here, I should have immediately placed a ramp through the wall. Or maybe as I run past, I know he's there and he's not gonna go anywhere. He can't teleport, so I can look around first before I start shooting. So I try to go for a shot. He backs up. I probably could have went for the shot a bit quicker. He kills the henchie, and now I call out for Flux. So I call out for Flux to try and go to the roof to look for a shot on those kids since I focused on me. Then Flux calls that there's still stuff there. So Flux calls that there's still stuff barrels, and I'm like, okay, I'm coming. He blocks off there. That's a good wall. Could have blocked off a bit more, but they weren't coming. Yeah, this way he got his god. When you pop barrels, to be more efficient, tell your teammate, or like have a pattern that you do every single game, right? Like if your teammate's still farming something, just damage the barrels a little. But once your teammate is ready, both of you swing at the same barrel. That way you can get the slurp juices faster. Because if you break both at the same time, you won't get it. So right now I was waiting to see what he was aiming at, and now I hear the vault, right? I should have tried to break this wall. That's just bad map awareness. I didn't know that, because you can't go through that. I could have built the wall in front of me though, but I didn't. So I just follow Flux, right? And then now we're like, oh, that's a different team, maybe. Spray, looking for a shot. And I get to my teammate's layer. So you could actually do two things. Like in a normal, like when you box up in mid game, you can, like when you're fighting in mid game, right, you can try and box up a layer above or below your teammate. That way you can like kind of support him from an off angle that your opponent would expect. But right now, since it's the early game and we don't have like the majority of the control, we want to stay a bit closer, right? I think. But right now we're still looking for shots. And we hear him go towards the vault, and then I think Flox called it out too, like, hey, they might be at the vault now. But I'm just getting the pieces. Like, I can easily just place the wall, but I don't really want to waste the mats. It's a bit risky because the guy can just swing across and pump you in the face immediately, but the risk is worth taking, I guess. And we hear the toilet go, right? And we're like, hey, one person went through, but we haven't heard the second, so we're not like straight running into the vault yet. So this is a play by them that they wanted to make. They wanted to wait for us to potentially run into the vault, but we didn't. So we assumed that that player was his teammate at like after that, because they like the guy just randomly disengaged, and we thought he went out the back, right? Because he was at the top. He was at the top, and we thought he went out the back, like towards the island where he is right now, like right here, the island where this guy is. But he was still in the vault, and we found that out later, like right now. Wow, my game is freezing like a truck. Yeah, then we heard him teleport. By the way, if you like what you're seeing, hit the like button and maybe subscribe, because we do this live around 10:30 PM GMT plus 8. So yeah. So we break through, and like, okay, fine, we got to pick up a little bit of the fault. When farming these agency crates, you don't want to hit the blue marker, because you actually get less total mats than you do getting, like, if you just break it one by one, because each swing is one metal regardless whether you hit the blue circle or not. Just something interesting. So right now I call for, hey, let's look for some ammo, because we're quite shambled. We're really bad on ammo and mats. We're really low on mats and ammo. So you realize that there's still slurp barrels here because we didn't pop them. And we see this henchman. So our rotation, our idea was to, because we saw some hints on the map that maybe they kept going because we didn't see a boat stop, right? So we assumed that the team followed the lake, but they ended up at Crescent. But we were following the map, and we were gonna go towards this side, end up this side instead of ending up on the white line. So we went very close to them anyway. So we look at present, at least some of present, we realize that, hey, it's not really entirely looted. So we loot up a little, get our mats up, find medkits for both of us in the same house. Let's get our ammo up. Pretty general. And then we see that they're fighting across here, like on the map, just right outside here. So we're like, okay, so we have a little bit more time to heal up, and we suspected that it was the team that has Sky. So we're like, okay, let's not mess with that yet. We'll just farm up, right? Get our max up. Get the brick here. Which I could have called for Flux to help me farm some extra brick, so that we don't waste time. So he starts now, but he could have started like a few seconds earlier. Just some minor details. Oh yeah, and things go wrong here. Yeah, let's actually slow this down. What's up, Mr. Jaja? So I see a team. I saw this team rotating, right? And then there's an airdrop that pops, and I'm like, hey, they're quite ahead. So I was like, hey, let's go for the airdrop maybe. So I walk over and I see that, oh, they're moving towards it, right? And I'm like, okay, never mind. Scratch that. Let's just keep going to the zone. So I had my eyes on this marker right now. Then Flock sees kids behind. I don't agree with him stopping to shoot, or at least without telling me, because there's no storm search here. There's like no point to brief their game, unless we just really didn't like them. Now whatever, we go on with our game, man. I'm still looking there. I really wish I checked my right a bit more. So if I was paying more attention to my right, I would have saw them, but I was too caught up in what we already know. Maybe I didn't need to look over to at the blue team, at the turquoise team and the purple team that much, because I know this team is at the edge of, so they won't be focusing on anything else, right? These kids, they looked like they were just playing edge, so we were kind of chilling. Okay, maybe we should still suspect the purple team, but I did not like check my right at all, and I saw the kid there, and then Flux's game froze here, and the orange team saw us already, so I'm like, okay, I didn't know that they saw us yet, but I'm like, okay, whatever. So we rotate now. And these kids are basically doing like a 3-2-1 right now. So Flux goes in front of me. He gets tagged once, and then he gets sniped, right? And now he's like, oh no, oh no, we're kind of screwed here. And we're like, and I'm like, it's cool. And I see him going for shots. I probably shouldn't have peeked over this like this, because his teammate had an angle, but since the tree was blocking, that was good for me, I guess. If what I could have done better was put 2 ramps, like in general, if there's no tree blocking, put 2 ramps and edit one side of the ramp so that you have an angle on this guy, but this guy doesn't have an angle on you. So I get some shots in, and I go for height. I'm not sure if I calmed it. I went for height, but next I always calm when I go for height. And this guy is shooting me, so I pump him and I connect. I'm not too sure how I feel about me taking damage there. I probably could have got a shot once I was there instead of putting a floor up. So like I go up there and look for a shot, but there I built a little bit before I went for the shot, so that exposed me. And Flux calls that he's getting pressure there. So when I heard that he's getting pressure, I should have went back immediately. And when you're giving comms, like this is for you if you're getting pressure, right? Call out where the guy is, like maybe he's below you, because I thought he was on Flux and he wasn't. So I'm like, okay, whatever. And then I see him there, but we just boxed up. I stayed a layer above him for like the thing I talked about just now. It's like an unexpected angle where they won't see you at, and I think it works for me here. So we hear a C4, right? When a team places a C4 and they don't blow it up immediately, they are trying to, the purpose of it, right? They are trying to get the C4 in as close as possible and blow it up to do damage. Now they start pressuring, so I start looking for shots. But this guy catches on and beams me. I shoot him back instead of building. I probably shouldn't have shot back immediately. I should have just started building, because he has an angle on me before I even know where he is. So it'll take me more time to identify where he is, and then he'll spot me. So he'll spot me, and I'll take more damage. So I edit down, and I'm like, okay, they're gonna start focusing me now. And Flux actually calls out that I'm getting minigun. So if I was more aware, I could have realized that my roof was gone and put cones there. Don't build it wood when you're getting sprayed. And I dropped out to the side. I popped my minis, right? Take this back a bit slower. That's what I ran, because I could have edited on that kid, but I wasn't too sure, because there's 2 things, right? The editing's more like a high risk, high reward, because if he's waiting for you and you don't have the shield, you're kind of screwed there. So like, the shot is debatable. I guess it really depends on how you're feeling. there I didn't feel like it was a good shot to take. Maybe if my teammate was, I don't know, when should you go for the shot? Because there he knew I was low, right? If I identified, like, I managed to understand whether he was like swinging and pulling out his shotgun. If he was just relentlessly swinging, I would have edited. But I guess I didn't really have a clear insight on what he was doing, so I just went. Right now I was playing a bit more safe. I didn't really want to play too crazy. And they both are above us. I see one. I know he's gonna peek out to the side, right? But I pumped him a little. He didn't have a shotgun out, so my shots will hit for at least 30, right? But his minigun can only hit for like 20, so it's a more beneficial trade on my end. So I went for it, but now I'm gonna get pressured. When a minigun is pressuring you, don't be afraid to like shoot back. I should have jumped there. I should have just stayed running, because when I jump, he gets a better angle on me. So when you're fighting miniguns, don't be afraid to like pump it back. I try and go for the cone, but he gets it. I pop my ears. I could have asked Vlogs for a big pot. I'm not too sure if he did have a big pot here. Cone my top. I hear a minigun, so now I start working. Because I'm like, okay, I can sneak up on these kids. It's more safer if you like look at how they play when they first sprayed you, right? If they first sprayed you and like they're just minigunning your box without any care in the world, like not covering your sights, they might not be too aware and it would be easier for you to sneak up on them. But if they minigun and ever so often they just stop to check behind them, sneaking up on them might be a bit risky. I could have crouched a bit earlier. If this guy had got audio or visualized, he would have spotted me. I saw him going to my left there. I should have either tracked it if I was looking for a shot. And I heard a kid drop, so I go behind this corner. Right? And I go back down looking for a shot. Oh, no, I don't. I just see he comes to me, right? And I get a nice shield crack and I back up. I don't really want to engage on anyone yet because I don't have very good heals, and me and Floss are together, right? So now he goes in front of me. He didn't tell me that he was pushing closer, and he gets into a shotgun engagement, which is always risky. So I call like, hey, I'm coming. I block off my side, which was nice. And I hit him on 30 blue. Here, I wish I coned and floored myself instead of just running up, because if the guy had really good piece control, he would have shot me down. So Flox is in the engagement. He knocks the kid, and I'm like, good shit, bro. Then I drop down. Once you knock your guy, look at this guy's teammate, right? Look at this guy's teammate. Immediately once you knock an enemy, his teammate's first reaction is to get there as soon as possible. And look where he is now. He's editing up, trying to get his teammate, right? So I call Flox. He's gonna be on your wall. If he had good piece recognition, he would have knew that this wall was his, but he didn't. And now I'm up here, right? I really wished I got a better angle, because this is like 3 shots if I utilized it correctly, right? So look at me now. This kid has no idea I'm here. Instead of just I should have stood up on this player first, or I should have immediately gone and strafed to the right. I think strafing to the right would be a better idea, because staying on a single railing will minimize the amount of, like, it'll reduce your mobility, which makes you much easier to track. So I call for Flox to not push, because I need a heal, right? But he gets close anyway, and I think he gets punished here. No, he puts a ramp in and he backs up. If you're in Flox's shoes right now, right, and your teammate calls you to disengage, tell him that you're going back. Because I didn't know that he was going back, so I stopped popping my heals just in case he was getting pressured, right? And then now Flox's game crashes like real soon, like right now, right? So now he's frozen, and now it's up to me to like get the clutch in. So I didn't want Flox to die. I probably shouldn't have had the mindset of I don't want my teammate to die, because I don't have much health and I can use him as like a sponge. So I can waste my enemy's pump shot on my teammate, right? I should have recognized that none of these were mine. Hi Max. I should have recognized that none of this was mine, because I kept trying to reset. I missed my pump, he phases up, I tried to reset there. I go behind, and now I'm like, fuck. I rushed my pump shot there, That was really bad. I sprayed my SMG, ran out of ammo, missed my pump for the 3rd time. Sprayed my AR, put a ramp, phases 2 again. And now I'm like, oh my god, what am I gonna do? I fill my pump and I get knocked. There, I probably should have went over there. I could have went out and went back over into this cubby hole here. You see this cubby hole? This one over here. Right here, right? I could have went out from the ramp over here. Over here, right? And I go back over. But now, alas, I get knocked and I'm like, Flux! And Flux comes back. Instead of coming here, he could have pumped through this area, this slight gap. This is a really good angle because no one knows how to play it, right? So you can do this thing, a creative drill. I have one set up like this in my world where you put like a bot, those target moving things here, and you just practice shooting them through this gap. But he goes for the floor edit. This is a good edit because it restricts his movement. He misses the pump through, SMGs him until he's really low, pumps the side of the wall. A really bad problem that high sensors have, especially people that don't practice their aim a lot, is that they pull the trigger way too early. So you don't want to randomly pull your trigger, you want to wait for the right time. This guy's low-key 1 HP and he attacks Flux. He probably got a clip of his life. And that's the end of it. Hello everyone that just tuned in. Unfortunately the live stream has ended, but you can tune in tomorrow or anytime if you want. Any day, 10:30 PM at GMT +8. Thank you all that stuck through this. Thank you to the people that stuck through this VOD. If you like what you're seeing, stay subscribed because we are gonna post an AIM video soon. Hopefully in the next 2 weeks. I'm done preparing the script now. I just need to get the clips and my actual voice lines voicing out the script. Thank you for watching. Share this with a friend, you know, tell them, hey, there's this Nike pinger that does VOD reviews at night, maybe you should check him out. Thank you for watching, and as always, spam Epic Games and tell him to add back C service. Good night.